Hello everyone, my name is Cathi Albertyn. I'm the South African Research Chair in Equality Law and Social Justice at the School of Law here at Wits University. It's a wonderful job. I have two main things to do. The one is research and the other one is to teach postgraduate students. I teach a master's course on human rights advocacy and litigation. It's a wonderful course that looks at the theory and the practice of law. So I try and get lawyers to think out of the box and think about what they're doing when they're taking cases in pursuit of human rights, and to think about the kinds of changes that lawyers can bring about through going to court. Aside from my master students, I have a whole cohort of postgraduate students, all of who are doing equality-related dissertations and PhDs. It's a wonderful research community, and the students spend a lot of time working together, presenting their work to each other, and progressing towards hopefully graduation at the end. The broad remit of the chair is to analyse and research the extent to which the Constitution, human rights and the law promote and advance equality or retard and prevent equality in our society. I'm particularly interested in equality between social groups, so a lot of my research looks at what the law does in respect of women, black people, working class people, or intersectional groups. But I'm not only interested in horizontal equality. My work also engages vertical equality and the role of law in perpetuating economic inequalities or driving our society towards a more economically equal society. The first one is a monograph that is trying to understand the meaning of equality in law and politics in South Africa, and then interrogating whether through the Constitution and through the cases of the Constitutional Court we have been able to advance more substantive equality for disadvantaged groups in the country. The second project is a collaboration with a colleague of mine in Canada. We call it the Canada-South Africa Equality Project. What we're doing is we're bringing together people from my generation and the younger generation in both Canada and South Africa to talk across countries and across generations to interrogate the extent to which the equality clauses in both our constitutions have advanced women in those societies. I'm very excited about that project because I think that intergenerational exchange is going to be particularly illuminating and inspirational. The second project turns to the continent of Africa, and with two younger African colleagues, we're developing a book on comparative African equality law. What we're trying to do with that is we're trying to draw on colleagues from the continent of Africa to talk about how equality is playing out in the law across our different countries, and to try and find out if there is indeed an indigenous set of ideas about equality that is truly African and from the global south. So that's another very exciting project. The third one is an international collaboration across several countries looking at economic inequality and women in the economy and the workplace. So what we've done there is we've reached out to about 20 scholars who are interdisciplinary, lawyers, economists and social scientists, asking them to think about how we obtain more gender-just transitions for women in the economy. So the scholars are talking about a range of different things, and as the first part we're bringing them here to Wits, well not here physically in Braamfontein, we're taking them to the Wits Rural Facility in Hoedspruit, and we're going to start developing that project. So those are just three of what's happening in the next 5 years. There are other projects, so watch this space.